episode 21 of One More for Christmas, Between Duty and Heart. Dr. Kai woke with a sudden jerk, lifting his head as the darkness beyond the curtains glimmered faintly, signaling that night had fully claimed the sky. He realized he had fallen asleep with his head bowed over his desk. Startled, he glanced at his wristwatch. Nearly 3 hours had passed, an unplanned heavy sleep brought on by thoughts that refused to settle. Then, like a sharp flash through his mind, he remembered André and her father, Mr. James Madison, his patient. The memory of the man's death pressed down on him again, just as it had before sleep claimed him, driving him into stillness and painful memories of the past. Dr. Kai rose quickly, unlocked his office door, and stepped into the corridor, nearly colliding with Nostina, who had worked closely with him throughout Mr. James Madison's case. "Oh, Dr. Kai," she said softly, relief flickering across her face. "You're finally out." Dr. Kai paused, his lips parting as though to speak, then closed again. When he finally found his voice, it was quiet. "Nostina, where is the Madison family?" She explained hurriedly that Dr. Kai had disappeared into his office earlier that evening. By the time the team confirmed Mr. James Madison's passing, they had been unable to obtain his authorization to transfer the body to the morgue. His door had been locked and he did not respond despite repeated attempts to reach him. As a result, she and the other nurses had contacted Dr. Eddie. "He signed on your behalf and spoke to the Madison family," she added. Relieved to hear that Dr. Eddie had stepped in, Dr. Kai nodded slowly. Dr. Eddie, his colleague, confidant and equal, had begun working at St. Matthias Hospital on the same day as Dr. Kai. Over the years, they had grown close enough that the nursing staff trusted either man to act seamlessly for the other. If one was unavailable, the other carried the responsibility without question. Their professional judgment was always mutually respected. Absorbing Nostina's words, Dr. Kai spoke again. "Is any member of the Madison family still here?" Something deep within him recoiled at the thought of facing them. Grief often searched for someone to blame, and doctors were easy targets. He had braced himself for that many times before. But this time was different. This time there was André. The thought of her tightened his chest, sending a cold ripple across his skin. She would hate him. Worse still, the family might learn that he had been on a date with André earlier that day and assume his absence had caused her father's death, even though it was untrue. The possibility alone felt unbearable. He pushed the thought aside. He was not ready. Not ready to face André, not to face the family, not to face the truth of what they might soon learn. Mr. James Madison's condition had been declining for weeks. Just the day before his death, Dr. Eddie had warned him quietly that survival was unlikely. Dr. Kai had refused to accept it. "He's a strong man," he had insisted, recalling how Mrs. Madison, Maddie, always spoke of her husband's resilience with quiet pride. The memory lingered with Dr. Kai as he walked away from Nostina, turning a corner just beyond his office. She watched him go, consigned knitting her brows. This isn't the first patient Dr. Kai has lost, she thought, but tonight he's different. I've never seen him like this. Dr. Kai continued down the dim corridor, his footsteps slowing as the silence of the hospital enveloped him. The weight of the night pressed heavily against his chest, and for the first time since losing his ex-wife, and despite his experience as a doctor, he was unsure whether he had the strength to keep moving forward. Keep enjoying the episodes of One More for Christmas at onemoreforchristmas.wordpress.com.